Attention troops, it is Stormy, of course, and welcome back to the Sith Relic Room once again. So guys, for today's Snoke video, we're talking about a very interesting piece of concept art that was released for The Last Jedi. Now, what this art shows is what appears to be a Sith ghost visiting Luke on Ahch-To. So, why would this Sith ghost be visiting Luke? And if this is indeed a Sith ghost, then maybe that is the reason why Snoke isn't important. I can't tell you guys how many Snoke videos I have made. Most of you know already, and all of them were really solid, imaginative storylines that could have been. But we have to keep in mind that all of those theories were just that, theories. They aren't necessarily going to play out. And while it is fun to discuss this character, it's possible that Snoke could be absolutely no one. Take a look at this concept art from The Last Jedi. Now, I just saw this recently, but I guess it's been out for a while now. And what it shows is a dark side Force ghost visiting Luke on Ahch-To. Apparently this was a story possibility at some point, and I for one really enjoy this idea. Yes, it is just concept art, but JJ always needed ideas to right the wrongs of Snoke, and a perfect way to do this is creating another master. We have heard on many occasions from many different outlets that Snoke is probably an insignificant character. I mean, I'm sure we'll at least get some backstory for him at some time, but this would explain why he's not a crucial character. Maybe Snoke was just a craggy old rich guy, almost like the steward of a king that's absent, or a king that wants to remain hidden. And Snoke, acting like a puppet, is kind of a self-proclaimed king, acting out a bidding. Not only does that make it a smooth transition, but this also creates plenty of layers for future movies, even standalones, because what it does is reimagine the concept of the Force Ghost. I've said this before, but I think Force Ghosts will have a much larger role moving forward, almost like the spiritual guides of the galaxy, and they can be kind, or they can be malicious. This also opens up the possibility of cloning again. We did hear Kylo Ren and Hux mention cloning in The Force Awakens. So what if it's possible they did in fact use clones at the command of this Sith ghost, who created Snoke as his living avatar? Then, this ghost simply used Snoke to cause chaos across the galaxy, all while keeping themselves in the shadows and manipulating everyone in secret. But still the question remains, why would this Sith ghost be visiting Luke? What's with this concept art? Well, you guys have to remember at this point, we barely know anything about Luke either. He could have been doing anything involving the Force all of that time in the 30-year gap. Unraveling mysteries, discovering his abilities, maybe even trying to contact his father. And in the process, he released this Sith ghost on the galaxy. Stranger still is the notion that it could even be the ghost of Darth Vader himself, as we all know that he has been communicating with Ben. This could be another reason that Luke fled and ran into hiding. He wasn't just running from shame, he was running because he was now involved with his father again. And perhaps transforming into the Force is how Luke might actually defeat this ancient spirit. If this theory turned out to be true, we could see Luke and his father facing off once again, but this time as Force ghosts. So now I turn this conversation over to all of you. What do you guys think about the ideas that I've presented in this video? Could Snoke actually have a master? And could this spirit be Anakin Skywalker? Leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. And as always, until next we meet, stay in a galaxy far, far away.